is an error encountered by the computer system, but since it is easier to display 3 digits in hexadecimal number system than displaying 24 bits, which is 8 into 3, 24 bits, I mean 3 bytes. So they displayed, so they have special codes. Okay, so for example, we just set for example of error codes. For example, this guy is, for example, if you get an error 501, okay, so that doesn't really make sense. For example, if I search in your website and that displays 501, so what am I going to do? I don't have any idea of what to be doing. Okay, so that means, for example, I was trying to implement something and that wasn't implemented. Okay, for example, I searched for some HTTP version and that's actually not supported. So that's not supported. So what do I get? I get an error 505. That would seem very nonsense to me, but that's the actual use of the hexadecimal number system. Okay, so this was the use. We know what is binary used for computer systems, what is Jenny used for the humans to communicate, and what is hexadecimal used for easing out what what the computer has to say. Okay, but because we cannot and start understanding, start memorizing. For example, in case of 501, it was if it was a long text of 24 bits, would one be able to easily recognize it or easily even compare it with even this sheet? That would be so hard. That would be so hard. So that's what we do. We use the, you can say, abbreviations kind of things for that. Okay. So what do we mean by base 2 number system? Since you already discussed this, base 2 number system is a system that uses 2 numbers. Okay, that is 0 and 1. Renny is base 10, so that uses 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's all. Okay. And hexadecimal is the base 16. That means it uses 16 numbers that are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F. These are 16 numbers. For example, you may even get an you must have seen color codes when you are, for example, making some you are doing some graphic designing and making some color. So there are 3 colors, and you must have seen hashtag FF. What does that mean? That means it is totally of some one-sided color. For example, if that is the portion of green, so hashtag FF means the color that is being used has full might of the green color. Okay, so that's what it means. We'll be practicing, very practicing, so we'll be doing that practically as well. Let's move forward. What is the map by BCD?